So the meaning of life. Let's get right into this video, guys.
Hey, I was watching.
Okay, I've been living in poverty for 1 year. 1 year. I've been living under the poverty line. What does that mean, living under the poverty line? That means every single time I get paid every month, I get paid bi-weekly. At the end of the month, supposedly you're supposed to save money, right? Save. I am left with sometimes $20 or less at the end of the month after paying rent, after paying all my bills. Sometimes I'm left with $20 for 2 weeks. If you do the math, that's less than $1.50 a day I have to live with. In this video, I want to show you guys the meaning of life. And I've created 3 parts for this meaning of life, guys. 3.
Hey, look what I got. What is
The 3 parts are first, the motion,
Where'd you get that?
then limbo, and then third, purgatory. I'm going to get real in detail, in depth with these 3 points of the meaning of life. And let's start with the motion, okay? The motion is where everybody wants to be, ought to be in. The motion is when you wake up and you know you have work or you don't have work, whatever. You wake up and you know the whole day it's going to be all uphill. It's all going to be all good. It's all going to be all happiness. Everything's going to be perfectly planned. Every single day you wake up, it's going to be like the pitch perfect day that you wanted it to be. You have money in the bank, you have friends, you have family. There's no problems happening in your life. That's the motion. And that's where I believe every single person in this world should have that feeling. The feeling that life is the emotion and you want to be happy your entire life, feeling pleasure, having happiness your entire life. Okay, that's the motion.
Some pervert could have put it in your bag. Who knows what's on this?
So purgatory, I'm sorry, not purgatory, but limbo. I believe limbo is where every majority poverty line or working class people who's living in this world are in limbo right now, guys. Okay, limbo is factors playing in your head that's making you think, oh, I have a shitty life because I have to come up with X amount of money to pay my bills. If I don't have X amount of money to pay my bills, I'm not gonna have a house to live in. I'm not gonna have food on the table. I'm not gonna have, I'm not gonna have, my phone because I can't have enough money to pay for it. These are all factors that play in a role for you to be in the motion. So anything that's making you not in the motion, that's why you're in limbo. Limbo is, again, all these things that's making you not happy. And that's where I am right now, limbo. I can't be happy in my life because there's so many things that's weighing me down. So I can't be happy. And some of you guys are me asking why don't you find a better job, right? I have a university degree. I graduated from high school. I graduated from university. And I'm working at a minimum wage job in Canada. And with the minimum wage job, I literally, I work, I don't work once a week. I work 3, sometimes 4 times a week. And it's still not enough for me to even have money for food. I don't have money for food. Sometimes I don't have money for 2 weeks, man. 2 weeks I have $20. And I sometimes don't have money for 2 weeks for food. I have nothing to eat. And that is limbo, guys. So the third thing, and I wish upon this to nobody, is purgatory. Okay? Purgatory is hatred. Everything negative. When you wake up, when a homeless person wakes up in the street and he looks at the world, whether whether he perceives the world as good or bad, he is living in a purgatory life because he doesn't know if
Fine, but if it gets out of control, I'm turning it off.
I'm sorry, everything he does, it's gonna be a challenge for him. Getting food, getting water, um, you know, maintaining yourself, cleaning yourself up, getting a job, having a place to sleep. Everything is gonna be a challenge, and everything you think of is gonna be horrible, terrible. Everything you think of is terrible, and you can't wait until you die. That is purgatory. And some of you guys are asking too. Do you feel like
Girl,
purgatory? Do you feel yes? 4 to 5 days a week, I feel like why don't I just take my stuff and start living in the streets? Because I have no effing money. I have no money. I don't have money for food, guys. I have no money for food. I have literally nothing, man. Nothing. And every single day, what runs into my mind is murder, homelessness, killing, genocide, hunger, starvation. It runs in my mind in a loop. Every single day of every single millisecond, I'm thinking of killing, murder, suicide, depression, everything negative. And if you keep thinking negative every single day, you're gonna go in purgatory. And when you wake up in purgatory, it's just pain, 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 and unhappiness. That's what's gonna happen if you wake up in purgatory, guys. And the one good thing about purgatory is death. Because when you die, you don't have to suffer anymore. Right now, I'm currently just living on the edge, guys. Like, again, I'm not in purgatory, but majority of every day, I wake up and I think, why am I not sleeping on the streets, right? Why do I have friends? Why do I have family? Why do I have money? Why do I have anything that's material? Like, I feel like I belong on the street. I feel like I should be living in the streets in like a cardboard box and begging for money. I don't know why, but that's how I feel. I feel like I should be out there sleeping right now on the streets because why? Because everything is working against me. I have nothing working with me, guys. If you guys are alone here, I hope you guys can relate because every single day I feel alone. I feel I have nothing working with me. I have nothing going for me in the future. I wake up every day struggling to pay my bills. Right? Every day I struggle, suffer just to get by. And this is a first world country, guys. This is Canada. Okay, guys? I don't want to say okay, Canada is like the worst place to live. It's not. This is not the worst place to live. But I want to say that I was born here, guys. I was born in Canada. I graduated from university, but I am suffering like a homeless person because I have nothing for me, man. Guys, I have nothing. Like, in my bank right now, I have like less than $20, guys. I have $16 in my bank. And that happened for 1 year, guys. I have lived by myself for 1 year and accumulated $0, guys. Zero. Let me tell you guys, when we are raised, everybody, I know this is like a very taboo topic, but saving is so important. Okay? And I never had trouble saving money. But when you live by yourself, guys, when you live by yourself and you have to pay rent, pay for your food, and pay your bills,
There was another girl.
and if you work a minimum wage job,
What happened to her? She was dragged down into that tunnel.
you won't
and
be able
released
to
down by
live.
her chains one at a
Period.
time.
Because all the hours you work will go into your bills and go into your living, and you won't have money for food. You won't have money for fun. You won't have money for food. You won't have money to buy all the stuff that makes you happy, or you can't do your hobbies anymore because you're so depressed and have absolutely nothing money wise. Because all your money, all your hard work goes into your living, goes into this shelter up right here. I'm living under it right now. All my money went to this just for me to sit down, and so I don't have to be in purgatory. So I don't have to wake up cold, smelly, alone, hopeless, and have nobody to talk to. And to be honest, like if I think about it hard, I think about it, okay, this is way, 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 way better than if I was in purgatory. Because if I was in purgatory, again, I just said it, everything you think of and everything you see, it's gonna be just, everything's hard, everything's terrible, because everything's gonna be a challenge. It's gonna be that much harder for you if you're in purgatory, guys. Purgatory is homelessness. Purgatory is the thought that you'll never ever be wherever you want to be in life. Purgatory is just like, put a general word, what purgatory is: depression and hopelessness put together. Depression and hopelessness. Because when you put hopelessness and depression together, you have nothing. And when you think of nothing, the only thing you think of is death. Guys. So let's stop right now and stop talking about purgatory and limbo.
There has to be a way out of
Right now, I am in limbo, okay, guys?
There isn't.
I sometimes transition to thinking of purgatory related stuff. Like, I think of homelessness, suicide,
That tunnel is
murder,
suicide.
everything of
Go
that,
and stay
in that
here.
nature.
Isn't-
That's
What do you
purgatory,
know?
okay?
You didn't
When you
see what
wake up
happened to that
and you
girl.
open your
You
eyes
did.
and you think of, the first thing that comes to your head is suicide,
She was screaming for her life, and we were trying to hold
you could
on to her.
you could pretty much say you are in purgatory.
We're not
To
strong enough.
define purgatory
There's three of us
is
now.
when you wake
If
up,
we go together, we might
you
have a
have
chance.
nothing. There's nothing that can make you happy. Nothing. Not even one thing.
What do you
That's
suppose
purgatory.
we'll
And the
do?
only thing, again, the only thing that will make you happy is death.
Wait here.
So that is purgatory. If you guys are in purgatory and you have not even one thing that makes you happy, I'm praying for you guys right now. I'm praying for you guys, because that is the scariest thing someone could ever do, is to live life in purgatory and wait for death. Okay, so I wanna switch topics and talk about limbo. Limbo is very similar to purgatory, but at least you're not in terrible pain every single minute of the day, right? Like today. I've been more or less thinking about purgatory the whole day. I've been thinking about homelessness, death, murder the whole day. But there's like very small times where I like, oh, this is pretty happy. Just like recently, just now when I was talking this video, I thought, okay, I could be living in the streets, but at least I have a home right now. That's one thing, and it was very minuscule. That was like 10 seconds of happiness. 10 seconds. I don't want to have 10 seconds of happiness, guys. I want every day I wake up and until I sleep, I want to be happy. That is happiness. That is the motion. What I'm talking about, guys, is the motion. The motion is
You understand me?
from the start of the day to the end of the day, you are happy and nothing brings you down because you figured out and solved every single problem in your life. That is emotion. And for me, I wish I was an emotion. I wish that was an emotion, but I'm not. I think I have so many things weighing me down like bills that it all comes down to, oh, because I have no money to pay for any of this, and I'm left with no money and no food. Okay, guys, and that nobody should be living like this, guys. No one should have factors weighing you down to for you to wait for death. No one. I'm telling you, nobody should be waiting for death, man. Everyone should just be happy and work for their happiness every single day. But for me, I wake up and sometimes I wish that I'd rather be dead. I'd rather be dead because I don't want to live in this world right now, man. Some I feel for anyone who's in the same position. So I'm a person who likes happy endings, guys. So I want to end this video by saying I want everybody to be in the motion. And again, I'll repeat what the motion is. The motion is everlasting happiness. You wake up from start to end of the day, you're happy, and you know that every single day after that will be pure happiness. And some of you guys are asking me, how will I achieve that? How can I have happiness if I know that next day I will be living in the streets because I have no money?
There's something down there.
And all I can say to you guys is that find things, or find at least one thing you love, like you could die for. Find something you love and you could die for, and just do that forever, whatever it takes. Don't even care if it doesn't pay you like nothing. If you love, let's say, taking photos, then even if tomorrow you won't have a home and you have nobody in your life, have your camera ready, and tomorrow when you have nothing, just take photos, because that's what you love, and you should do that your entire life, because that's what you love, and you know you can do that your entire life. And that's the motion, guys. So I want to end it off with that. That's just one thing, again, for the motion. You guys can think of more things that make you happy, do it. But I hope you guys are having a better day. I know I'm not having the best day of my life, as you guys can see. Again, hope you guys are having a good day. This is Schizo Cat. I'm signing off. So have a good night, guys. Peace.